Hello everyone, welcome to yoga. My name is Teresia and today we'll be flowing through about a 40-minute practice. What you can expect from this is some gentle flexibility training, a little bit of strength, some sun salutations, and just a generally gentle yet somewhat vigorous practice designed to get you moving, to get you into your body and out of your head. So we'll start in a comfortable seat. You can sit cross-legged or you can have your shins and thighs parallel, whatever seat works best for you. And whichever seat you choose, let your top of your head reach up towards the ceiling as your hips ground down towards the floor. Let your shoulders draw down and away from your ears. So you find a little sense of calm there, and then let your eyes softly close. And just start to feel your breath as you breathe in. The breath draws in and down all the way to your hips. As you breathe out, the breath rises up from the hips all the way out through the crown of the head. So breathe in and down, and out and up. Inhale, feel your chest expand as your belly fills. Exhale, feel the belly empty as the chest contracts. Breath in and breath out. Take a few more like that at your pace. Using this opportunity at the beginning of your practice to just notice your body. Feel where your body is touching the floor, touching the mat. Notice the way that your body feels. Maybe your shoulders feel a little tense right now. Maybe your whole body feels really nice and free. Just inviting in that awareness of your body. Take one more deep breath in through your nose. This time let it out through your mouth. And open your eyes as you inhale. Let your fingertips reach up towards the sky. Exhale, fingers come down to the mat. Look down towards your feet. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, let them come down. This time, inhale, arms sweep up. And then grab a hold of opposite elbows up above you. Reach your elbows up high towards the sky and then arc over towards the right. So from here, you might want to take your gaze down towards the mat, or you can take it up towards your top elbow. Really press down into your left sit bone as you arc to the side. Just breathe deeply in and out. Make your way back to center. And over to the other side, so arc towards the left. Gaze can come up towards the right elbow or down towards the left. Whatever feels best for you, but breathe deeply into the expansion in your right side body. Come back up to center, reach both arms up high towards the ceiling, and then take your left hand to your right knee. Right hand comes behind you, coming into a twist. As you inhale, let your spine get really nice and long. Reach up through the crown of your head, and as you exhale, peel your right shoulder back and take your gaze over that back shoulder. Deep breath in and breath out. Inhale and exhale. And as inhale, both arms reach up towards the ceiling and then over to the other side. So right hand to the left knee, left hand behind. Notice the spine lengthen up through the top of the head and then peel the left shoulder back and take it into your twist. And feel the gentle pulsation of the pose with your breath. So as you breathe in, the spine lengthens. And as you breathe out, maybe you can twist a little bit deeper. Make your way back towards center. And then roll over your knees. Come on to your hands and knees into tabletop position. So in your tabletop, make a big foundation with your hands. So spread the fingers wide, press down into the L shape of your hand, and claw your finger pads in a little bit. Let your knees be underneath your hips. From here, we'll take a couple of cat-cows. So inhale, belly softens towards the mat. Take your gaze forward, spin your inner thighs towards the back of the room. Exhale, tuck your tailbone down, press into your hands, look towards your belly button. Inhale, belly softens, shoulder blades come towards each other, open through your chest. And exhale, tuck your tailbone, press into your hands, press up between your shoulder blades. Take a few more at the pace of your breath. Notice all the little parts of your spine that make this possible. And then come back to center, to a neutral spine, just between that arch and round you just created. From here, we'll do a little core activation. So press into your hands, press into your right knee, and send your left foot out behind you with the toes tucked towards the mat. Press back through your left heel. From here, get really strong in your core, and then reach your right hand up and forward with the palm facing towards the left, like you're trying to shake someone's hand. Start to feel your core engage, so the belly draws up and in towards your spine. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, you're going to bend your right elbow out to the right into a cactus position, and your left knee is going to come out to the left with the knee bent. Nice. Come back to center, arm reaches forward, leg reaches behind, and then exhale, crunch out to the sides. Inhale to center, exhale, crunch. One more, reach out, and crunch in. Reach long out towards the front of the room and towards the back of the room. And then from here, we're going to come into tiger pose. So bend your left knee, reach your right hand around for your left foot. Stay here if you'd like, or start to expand open. So you kick the hand into the foot, foot into the hand. Open your chest towards the front of the room. Deep breath in, expand. And then exhale, release, let it go. Come back into your table. From here, we'll come to the other side. So reach your right leg out behind you, toes pointing down towards the mat. Left hand reaches forward. Take a few breaths here, get super solid, start to feel your core engage. And then start to bend your left elbow out to the left, the right knee comes towards the right. Inhale, lengthen it back towards center. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch in. Inhale, expand. Exhale, crunch in. This time, expand your arm and your leg out. And then bend your right knee. Bring your left hand around to meet your foot. Stay here and just focus on that connection, that little quad stretch, or start to kick the hand into the foot, foot into the hand, and open up into tiger. Slowly begin to release. Come back into your table. From here, tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back to downward facing dog. In your down dog, take whatever movements feel good. Bend one knee, bend the other. Let your hips sway side to side. Maybe rock your head, yes and no. And then whenever you're ready, find a little bit of stillness in your down dog. So press into your hands, lift your elbows and armpits up towards the ceiling. Allow your chest to melt towards your thighs as your hips lift up and towards the back of the room. Feel your heels drive down towards the mat. And just continue to breathe deeply in through your nose and out through your nose. Breath in. And breath out. And this inhale, lift up to your toes. As you exhale, bend your knees, look forward, and step your way forward towards your hands. From here, let your knees be bent as much as they need to be. Grab a hold of opposite elbows and let your chest dangle over your thighs. Coming into ragdoll. So in your ragdoll, let the top of your head lengthen towards the floor. Elbows lengthen down towards the floor as your hips reach up towards the ceiling. Sway side to side and rock your head yes and no. And from here, press into your feet, let your hands come down to the mat and slowly start to roll up to stand. So one vertebrae at a time, and start to reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Turn your pinkies in and your thumbs out. And take advantage of that core activation that we did. So the belly draws up and in, and from the strength of your belly, press into your feet. From the strength of your belly, lift up through your hands. Deep inhale, reach. Exhale, hands come into your heart, fold forward, let it go. Inhale, lift up halfway, bring your fingertips up to your shins. Spin your inner thighs towards the back of the room and draw your shoulder blades in together. You've got a lot of length through the top of your head, through your spine. Deep breath in. Exhale, release. We'll do one more of those. Halfway rise, just for one inhale. Exhale, let it go. On this breath in, rise up to stand to Tadasana, arms sweep up over your head. Follow your exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to high plank. Nice. So in your high plank, you want to create a really solid foundation. So spread your fingers wide, really press down into the L shape of your hand, and then strengthen up through the thighs. So your heels lift, thighs squeeze in slightly towards each other. Tailbone tucks slightly so your belly draws up and in towards your spine. And just take a few breaths here. Feel the strength and stability of your body. From here, slowly shift your body forward, and then bend your elbows and lower all the way onto your belly. Untuck your toes, keep your hands planted underneath your shoulders, and slowly rise up to a mini cobra. So you lift your chest, shoulder blades reaching towards each other. You're not really pressing too much into your hands. You could even float them up off the mat and your chest would stay at the same height. Deep inhale and exhale. One more breath in. Exhale, release your chest to the mat. This time, inhale, press into your hands, lift up a little higher. Open through your chest, lengthen back through your toes. Breathe in. Exhale, release. This time, tuck your toes, press into your hands, lift up to plank, and then exhale to downward facing dog. Deep breath in, and long breath out. Inhale, and exhale. On this inhale, lift up to your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, and step or hop towards the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Lift up to stand, arms sweep up. This time as you exhale, bend your knees and sink your hips towards chair pose. So your fingertips can still reach up high towards the ceiling as your hips reach down towards the mat. Let your knees be bent, but let your knees be over your ankles so you can see your toes when you look down. And then just settle in for a few breaths into the sensation of this pose. Notice your thighs, notice your arms, your core. As you breathe, in through your nose, all the way down into your feet. And out through your nose, up through the top of your head. One more inhale. Exhale, fold forward, let it go. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. Breath in and breath out. Inhale, shift forward slightly. Exhale, lower all the way to the mat. This time, inhale up, just one high cobra. Exhale, stay here. One more breath in, really expand through the chest. Exhale, release to your mat, tuck your toes, press up high plank, and then back to down dog. In this down dog, inhale to lift your right leg up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, bend your knee and peel your hip open. So your right knee lifts up pretty high. And in this pose, the left elbow and shoulder have a tendency to sort of droop down towards the mat. So lift your left elbow and armpit up. One more inhale, lift up through the right knee. And then exhale, step your right foot through towards your thumb. Come down to your left knee and slowly make your way up. So you can stay with your hands on your thigh or start to press into your feet. Arms come all the way up. Pinkies turn in, thumbs turn out. Press your feet down into the mat and scissor them in towards each other so your right hip peels back and the left hip peels forward. Then just take a few breaths. Notice your body. Notice the pattern of your breathing. One more inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to down dog. Inhale, left leg reaches up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bend your knee and peel your hip open. Left knee reaches up towards the ceiling as the right elbow and armpit lift up slightly. Deep inhale, reach up through that leg. And exhale, step your left foot through, come down to your right knee. Bring your hands up to your left thigh. Press your feet down into the mat, and when you're ready, make your way all the way up. On this side, really notice the strength of your core, so the belly draws up and in. And from that core strength, press into your feet. And from the core strength, reach up through your arms. Deep inhale. And exhale. One more breath in. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, down dog. Breathe in through your nose. And let it out through your mouth. Inhale through your nose, lift up to your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, and step or hop towards the front of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise to stand, reach your arms up. Exhale, sink your hips into chair pose. Deep breath in and out. One more inhale. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in, shift forward. This time you have the option of chaturanga or lowering all the way. Inhale to upward facing dog or to cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg reaches up towards the ceiling. Exhale, step your right foot through. Come down to your left knee. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, stay here. Deep breath in. And let it out. One more inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. Down to the right knee, sweep the arms up. Breath in and out. Inhale and exhale. One more deep breath. Exhale, let it go. Step back, down dog. Inhale through your nose. And side out through your mouth. Inhale up to your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or hop towards the top of your mat. Halfway rise, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise up. Exhale to chair. This time bring your hands in towards your heart. Deep breath in. Exhale, left elbow to outer right thigh, coming into a chair twist. So in your chair twist, press your hands into each other. Let your forearms be stacked on top of each other. As you press your hands into each other, draw the right shoulder up and back. Let your feet ground evenly down into the mat. So left knee likes to escape in front of the right here. Draw it back into line. Take one more breath in. Exhale, release. Inhale, straight back up. Exhale to chair. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, twist right elbow to outer left thigh. Forearms stack on top of each other. Left shoulder reaches up and back. Gaze can come down towards the mat or up towards the sky. Notice your breath. Even it out slightly. Maybe your toes are gripping your mat here. Let them be nice and relaxed. For 3, 2, and 1. Release your hands down to the mat. Wiggle walk your feet a little further apart. Turn your toes towards the top corners of your mat, and then let your hips come between your heels, coming into Malasana or Yogi Squat. An option that you have here is to use a block if you have one, place it under your hips, and do your Malasana this way. Your heels, if they don't come all the way down to the ground, can also be up. So whatever works for you, everyone's hips are shaped differently. So at first, use your hands, press them into each other. Use your elbows, press your knees a little farther apart. Reach up through the top of your head and down through your tailbone. And then just take a few breaths in through your nose and out through your nose. And From here, reach your right hand forward and to the right of your right foot. So your shoulder is going to be in front of your knee. And reach your left hand up and to the left. So your shoulders have a tendency to reach up towards your ears here. Let them melt down and away. You can take this a little further by turning your thumbs in towards each other and finding a bind. So your fingertips find each other behind your right hip. Then the gaze comes up towards the ceiling. Just take a few breaths. Slowly start to release and make your way to the other side. Left hand in front of the left knee, right hand up and towards the right. Turn your thumbs towards each other. Grab that bind if it's there for you. You can also always stay in this position. Just a few more breaths. Start to unwind, plant your hands, and step back to plank. Breathe in. And exhale, chaturanga or lower all the way. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg reaches up, breathe in. Exhale, step your right foot through. Come down to your left knee. Keep your left hand planted and reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. You're coming into twist. And just notice your body here, notice the breath. And the right hand comes down to the inner edge of your right foot. Start to walk your right foot off towards the right and sink your hips slightly forward. So we're coming into lizard pose for just a few breaths. You start to feel a little stretch in the right hip. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth and let it out. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more inhale. And exhale. Tuck your toes behind you. Lift your left knee up. And then send your right leg back. Down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts up. Exhale, left foot steps through. Come down to the right knee. Right hand stays on the mat. Left hand reaches up across the heart towards the ceiling. Fingertips reach up. Shoulder blades work in towards each other. And just breathe. From here, bring both hands to the inner edge of your left foot. Wiggle your left toes off slightly to the left. Come into lizard. So the hips reach slightly forward. Chest opens towards the front of the room. Use this opportunity to just notice and appreciate your left hip. So breathing deeply, creating spaciousness in the left hip. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Start to tuck your right toes behind you, lift your right knee, and then let your left foot come back towards your right into down dog. From down dog, come down onto your knees, walk your knees forward, cross your ankles, and roll through to lay on your back. Once you're on your back, place a hand on your heart, a hand on your belly, and let the soles of your feet come in towards each other, your knees wide apart. Use this opportunity to connect to your breath in a different way. So as you inhale, use your hand, feel your belly rise. As you exhale, feel it fall. Inhale, belly rises. Exhale, belly falls. Just keep breathing in this way. This type of breathing, known as diaphragmatic breathing, can really help instill a sense of calm in the body because it activates the parasympathetic arm of the nervous system. So it moves your body from a state of fight or flight into rest and digest. If you get distracted, just return to noticing the breath, feeling the inhale, noticing how the belly rises, noticing the path of the exhale, and feeling the belly fall. And from here, start to bring your knees in towards each other. Use your hands to help you. Bring your hands into robot arms, so with your elbows in towards each other, or in towards your torso, and start to walk your shoulder blades in towards each other as your fingers face up towards the ceiling. Feel your hips and your head on the mat. With your chest open in this way, just take a couple breaths. And from here, press your feet into the floor, lift your hips up, coming into bridge pose. So in bridge, tilt your chin slightly up so your head presses down into the floor. This will help your neck lengthen out. Then interlace your hands underneath of you. You can walk a little further onto the tops of the shoulder blades. Take a few more breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, hips lower towards the mat. Take a breath in through your nose. Let it out through your mouth. And then we will go up one more time into another back bend. So if wheel pose is in your practice and you'd like to take that, go ahead, or we'll do one more bridge. So for bridge, press into your feet, lift your hips, take either robot arms or the interlaced hands. And just take 3 breaths in and out. Inhale and exhale. Breath in and exhale, release down. From here, draw your knees in towards your chest and make little rocks and rolls front to back on your mat. So a couple good rocks involving your whole spine, and then we're going to meet up in boat pose. So on your sit bones, feet can come forward, the knees bend at first. Arms can reach out to add a level of difficulty, or you can start to reach your feet up, straighten your knees. You can either point or flex your toes, whatever works best for you. Coming into boat. And keep breathing here, keep opening your chest towards your knees. For 3, 2, and 1. Roll back onto your back. Bend your knees, plant your feet in towards your hamstrings, and then lift your right foot up towards the ceiling. Turn your toes out to the right, and then bend your right knee, place your right ankle on your left thigh up towards your knee. From here, you can interlace your hands around your left shin or your left thigh for a little added stretch in the right hip. Use muscular energy, press your right knee slightly towards the front of the room. Keep breathing in and out. Inhale and exhale. Deep breath in. Let the breath out. And start to release this side of the pose. So if you picked up your left foot, bring it back to the mat. Lift your right leg up and place it on the floor. Left leg reaches up towards the ceiling. Toes turn towards the left. And then place your left ankle on your right thigh. Start to interlace your hands around your right shin or thigh, coming in to thread the needle. Press your left knee towards the front of the room. And breathe deeply. Slowly start to release. And then from here, let your feet widen out towards the wide edges of your mat. Bring your arms into a T, and then let your knees flop over towards the right, coming into a twist. If you'd like to take your twist a little further, pick up your right foot and place it on your left knee. So this will give you a nice stretch through the left side body. Deep inhale through your nose. Let it out through your mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Start to release. Come back to center and to the other side. So your knees flop over towards the left. Your head can come towards the right. You can pick up your left foot and place it on your right knee if you want a little deeper twist. From here, begin to come back toward the center. Then draw both knees in towards your chest. Give them a little hug. Bring your forehead up to meet your knees. Give yourself a good squeeze. Take a deep breath in and out. One more deep breath in, big squeeze. Exhale, release to Shavasana. Let your body splay out. Let your eyes close, your body grow heavy down towards the mat. And take as much time as you'd like in your Shavasana before returning back to your daily activities. Namaste and thank you.